Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start with something that should surprise you. In 2025, far more Ghanaian household heads dealt with public institutions through their officials than the year before. The number of household heads reporting contact with public officials rose from about 5 million in 2024 to more than 6.6 million in 2025. And yet, fewer of them paid a bribe. That is 16.8% in 2025, down from 18.4% in 2024. More contact, less bribery. That single fact, more contact but less bribery, is where the evidence starts to get interesting. So what is this survey about? Twice a year, we call back the same household heads, the person who answers for the home, as in all our household surveys across all 16 regions. We ask a very simple question. When you dealt with the state in the previous 6 months, at the clinic, the checkpoint, the passport counter, did you have to pay something extra to get what was already your right? We also ask 2 more questions. Whether people feel they have a say in what government does, which we call inclusiveness, and whether that voice actually influences the decisions, which we call responsiveness. Those last 2 are measures the world tracks under the Sustainable Development Goal 16, the goal for peace, justice, and institutions that work. Ghana reports on them every 6 months, not once a decade. And because we return to the same people each round, a change in the numbers is a real change in lives, not a different crowd answering. Now, 2 things are true at the same time, and I will not ask you to believe only the comfortable one. Let's start with the hard truth. In the second half of 2025, about 18% of household heads paid a bribe to access public services, up from 14.3% in the first half of the year. And nearly 70% of those who dealt with an official told us they were directly asked to pay bribe, up from about 50% just 6 months earlier. Read that again. The demand is now coming from the counter. The pressure for action is on the official who acts, not the citizen who offers. Now the hopeful truth, and it is just as real. Paying bribe again and again has declined drastically. The share who paid 5 or more times fell from 24% in the first 6 months of 2025 to under 4% in the last 6 months. What was once a routine cost of getting served is becoming a rare shock. More citizens refused outright. And when we look at the 2 full years, that's 2024 and 2025 side by side, the direction is unmistakable. Contact with the public officials went up from 55.7% in 2024 to 71.9% in 2025. Bribery went down from 18.4% in 2024 to 16.8% in 2025. And every one of the worst offending institutions improved. That includes the one citizens name most, the police. Over the full year, giving at the traffic unit fell from 61% to 54%. That is real progress, but it remains a single institution most often named, and in the latest wave, it edged back up. Progress against bribery is never permanent unless it is protected. The burden is not shared equally. Most bribes are small sums that hit ordinary families hardest. Among household heads, the young, the old, and the unemployed are the most likely to feel unheard. And where you live still shapes what you experience. Exclusion is highest in Northeast and Savannah, and contact is heaviest in Volta and Savannah. So what do citizens ask for? Not the impossible. Roads, water, clinics, jobs, and a say in how they are delivered. That point to 4 things. First, tighten oversight where contact is heaviest. Second, make it safer to say no. Third, open decisions to citizens. And fourth, reach those still left out. The evidence is public and free today. Please visit the Ghana Statistical Service website for the documents on Wave 3 and earlier waves. My deep thanks to every household head who answered, our field officers, our partners and funders, the Ghana Statistical Service staff who made this possible. We commit to keep asking, keep publishing, and keep our method honest so these numbers stay worth trusting. Thank you very much.